Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to share with you some information about our syllabus for our course this semester. So our course, Digital Literacy and Technology Integration in the Pre-K through 6 Classroom, is a really exciting course for me. As I told you in my introduction, this is the first time this course is being taught, and I wrote the course, so we have lots of room for creativity and lots of room for feedback from you, the students, and I hope this will give me a chance to share some of my passion for technology in the classroom, and I hope you'll gain from this all the activities in this class so that you'll have the same passion. So I will not be on campus this semester because of COVID, and I don't even expect that if I get to have a vaccination, I'll be able to come on campus. So that being said, I'm super available through my office hours, which are Wednesday and Tuesday evenings, as well as through email or through Remind. I'll be very happy to meet with you. If those times don't work, we can try to find a time to connect either online or by email or by texting through Remind. And I'm always open to questions. So this is just the course description and the standards alignment. The most important piece of this is that this is a writing intensive course. So it's really important for you to realize that we are really going to spend quite a bit of time writing about this experience that we're having together, and so it'll be very important for you to use the resources that are available at Bridgewater. Through the Writing Studio is a fantastic place. The Academic Achievement Center is also a great place. Both of those have links in the syllabus as well as on our Blackboard site. I am not a very good editor. I don't like doing it. My partner is an editor, and that is his thing, not mine. So I would very much like to ask you to have people read your work, to have professionals at the Writing Center or the AAC read your work, and use those resources and develop your skills so that as you move forward in your education, your writing gets stronger and stronger. So that being said, there are no texts for this class, but there's lots of online information that I'll want you to have access to. I'd like you to have downloaded the ISTE standards and the Massachusetts Curriculum Framework. Both of these will link. These are links to those. The ISTE standards, ISTE is the professional organization for technology in education. And from the ISTE standards, we have the Massachusetts Digital Literacy and Computer Science Framework, which we use in classrooms. I know not all of you are planning on being classroom teachers, but the focus of this course really is how we use technology in that K-6 classroom. So we'll keep that focus there, though. I hope if you're not planning on becoming a classroom teacher, you are planning on working with kids, and you'll get some insight into using technology in wherever your career takes you. So please make sure that you're using your BSU account for all our communication, as well as for accessing Google Forms and the Google Docs that I'll be using. I am going to ask you to access the following online resources. They are free, and Flipgrid is quite nice because Flipgrid is a resource that you can use. Bridgewater has bought a full license to it. So if you use your Bridgewater email, you can use Flipgrid pretty easily. Now, I know some of you might be teaching in a classroom. I'm not sure how many of you are doing that, and you might have a school email and you might have access to these like to Kahoot or something like that, and that's great, and you can certainly use it, but I would suggest that you kind of stick with your Bridgewater email. It'll make it easier. We've just bought a subscription to Padlet as well, so that'll be something that you'll want to use. And also start using some of the resources of YouTube, because YouTube has like all these teachers on there who are like so amazing about sharing what they know about technology. These are a whole bunch of different resources for technology in the classroom. One I want to bring to your attention is Catlin Tucker here. She is a high school English teacher who is a technology guru. She's done a lot of great work, and we'll use her work in her website. All of these websites are free. Some of them you have to sign up, but you'll be glad you did, I think. So please go through and look at them. My personal favorite in here is commonsense.org. They have wonderful information for digital citizenship, and we'll spend some time in our first couple of weeks talking about that. And then towards the end of the course, we'll do a quick dive into coding. And so code.org has a completely free K through 12 curriculum, and I'd like you to make yourself familiar with that. So that is a skill set you can bring to your own classroom. It's really fantastic. So I am going to ask you to create a professional Twitter and Instagram account, and there'll actually be an assignment that goes according to that, and I'm going to ask you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I will hashtag this class ELED222 and share with you as many resources as I can. You're going to be using curating either your Twitter account or your Instagram account to share with the class and share with me as an assignment, but I am going to ask you to use that Google Doc on our Welcome Center to share those Twitter and Instagram accounts so we can, follow each other. I know that people are using Snapchat a little bit and TikTok a lot these days. They are ever-changing resources. People use Facebook as well, but we'll just stick with Twitter and Instagram. I think they're important to have. They are important to have professional face on both of those, because I think that as teachers you'll be using them. Plus there's so many resources available through them. You just have to wade through the nonsense. Don't get involved in the nonsense. If you're interested in doing a departmental honors contract in this class, you absolutely can do that. I'll ask you to contact me fairly soon, because we'll have to write a departmental contract within the first couple of weeks of the class. I think probably within the first week, actually. So you'd want to do something by like February 5th. And let me know if you'd like to do that. If you're an honors student and you'd like to get honors credit for this course, you can, and we can talk about that in more detail, talk about where you could do some research. This is an overview of your assignments. You will, and I'll go into them in more detail further down in the syllabus, but please note that this class adds up to 200 points. And you can kind of check your points here. So if you end up with a 190 or above, you're going to end up with an A. And I think there's a lot of opportunity in this class to get a great grade because it's all about learning. I'm all about learning. I'm going to ask you to use APA 7. I highly recommend OWL Purdue, as well as those resources through Maxwell Library, the AAC, and the Writing Studio. Okay, so your assignments for this class. The first assignment is the threaded discussion, and that starts pretty quickly. You'll be posting an introduction by February 6th, and then responding to your classmates or your colleagues' introductions, just to say hello or welcome, or any common ground like, oh, you have a dog, I have a dog, that kind of thing, or you went to the Brockton Public Schools, I went to the Brockton Public Schools. So it's just a way for us to get to know each other a little bit, since this is a completely asynchronous class. And this particular column will discuss all the activities, and then these are all the due dates and the points, and then this of course is a heart for Valentine's Day. I hope that this is pretty clear as you go through it. Just go through it kind of slowly, make your way through, get some get comfortable with it, kind of look at, look at it a step-by-step way, but this is a guide for you as you go through the class discussion. So the way it's going to work is that I will post my written and video introduction, you will post your written and video introduction, and comment back to each other saying hello. I'll post one threaded discussion for the class. I will do that at the end of week 2, and then you'll be expected to respond to my posting and comment on at least 3 of your colleagues' comments to me. So if someone comments back and writes a response, I want you to be a part of that conversation. And then you will choose a topic to lead an online discussion, to lead a threaded discussion on Blackboard. And in that discussion, you will include 2 different resources. One of them must be a text, so it should be an article or a website or a link to a particular piece of writing that you have read about this topic, something that we are not using in class. And then your other resource can be a text or a video or another piece of information that's easily available online, because you'll be putting those links in your discussion. And you need to summarize it, talk about what it is, pose questions to the class, and really this can be a topic of your own choice, whatever choice you want. If you have something in particular that you're super interested in technology, that would be great. If you don't have any preference, then please just go through this list and choose one of them. I'm going to ask you to send me an email with what your choice is pretty early on, because it's first come, first serve. So if you're really into like drones in the classroom and you want to make sure you get to talk about that and pose some different ideas to your colleagues, then you want to make sure you ask me if you can cover that first, because like I said, it's first come, first serve, so I won't have anyone else cover drones in the classroom. Once you've sent me a draft by email of your discussion, you can post it, and I will give you feedback, and then you should post it, and then you will answer and respond to your discussion, whatever people respond to it, like, oh, I'm so interested in this, like, can you answer some other questions about it, or I really think you did a great job, here's some information that I know. All of that should be part of what you do as the expert in the area of your discussion. Now, you will post your discussion, but also you are responsible for responding to at least 3 discussion topics of your colleagues. So if you posted about drones in the classroom, that's great, but 2 other people are posting, and maybe they're doing a post on TikTok and how you can use TikTok in the classroom, so you're going to respond to that one. Somebody else might be doing game-based learning and you're interested in that, and so you would be responding to that. I will grade your responses based on this rubric. So when you respond to each other, I will look at that and give you grades. So when you do your 3 responses, I will be giving you points toward that. Okay, I'm going to stop this video right now, and then I will post a second video of the rest of our assignments for this class.